Hi, good evening, everybody. Welcome to another episode of A Franchise Reborn. And guys, I'm a little lost with this one, okay? I was planning to do a video on the bottom six. It won't be tonight. I am like out of commission, guys. This is just even to stand up is hurting right now. My sciatic is completely shot ever since I became a grandpa. I haven't even read your notes yet, guys, but I want to thank you for the support. I'm sure you dads out there and you grandpas out there and you grannies and moms, everybody's like gets into that time when a baby's born, eh? So guys, this move, I'm dumbfounded. I am. I'll tell you before I get into this Ryan McLeod story, okay? I called my buddy right away. He's an Edmonton Oilers fan. So I called Abe. I said, look, what's the story with Ryan McLeod? He goes, why? I said, you traded him to us. He goes, what did we get? I said, we gave you Matthew Savoie, one of our top prospects. He goes, are you kidding me? That's his first reaction. He goes, oh, I like that deal. So this guy's, I don't know. I'll tell you what I do know, okay? Looking at the numbers, I mean, I don't know enough about this player. I just don't. I know he's a role player in Edmonton, okay? No, he's not as bad as like Okposo was on Buffalo. The numbers look the same, but I'd rather have this guy at 24. But look, he had 12 goals, 18 assists. Let's look at the numbers as I'm talking. All right, 12 goals, 18 assists, 30 points. You've seen in the playoffs, he had 4 goals, no assists in their playoff run. I'm sure you'll see that most of those games he played like 10, 11, 12 minutes. But 30 points, and his plus minus, he was a plus 10. Now let's look a little deeper into the numbers here. Okay, so there you see it again. Let's look far right, guys. All right, he had 34 blocks. He only had 65 hits in 81 games, which for me kind of sucks. But the stat I did like, the takeaways and giveaways were very good. 66 takeaways, 48 giveaways, very good there. And faceoffs won 365, faceoffs lost 353 for a 50.8 in the faceoffs. In his career, he's 49% on the faceoffs. It's not bad. But if you do look at one stat that for me kind of stands out, his shooting percentage is 11.9. And guys, I've always said 11% is the magic number. We've got to get this guy shooting more this year, even in a bottom role on this team. Besides that, average ice time, 13 minutes, 41 seconds in his career. This year, he played about 14 minutes per game. Average numbers, average everything. I'm lost with this call. Now, I don't want to go and start saying, I know this is wrong, this is stupid, because I don't know. I don't know how this guy's going to be as a Sabre, guys. I don't know what we're going to see. But to give up Savoie, to give up Savoie, for me, that's one of our top prospects. I'm a little taken back by this, and maybe there was grumblings. I don't know. There could be. I don't know what it is. Why we were willing to part with him. I really don't understand. Yeah, like if you look at. Elliot Friedman, the Sabres have traded away, Oilers traded McLeod to the Buffalo Sabres. No word yet with the return. You assume it is a draft pick. Okay, well, this is before they knew it was Savoie. Savoie. It's a lot. I'm a little, like my immediate instinct with this, I don't like it. Ty Tullio, I'll just check him as we're speaking. I don't know anything about this guy. And you just never know, guys, what diamond's in the rough and so on. But, this is a prospect. He is 22 years old, 5'10", 165 pounds. He played for the Condors in the AHL last year, 9 goals, 12 assists. Not much. There's not much there. He was a 5th-round pick. So there's nothing really much to talk about when it comes to Tullio, really. No size, no goals, no assists. Like, I don't know, guys. Look, I get Savoie's not the largest guy. It's the first thing Abe said to me. But, guys, when you give away like a high-end prospect like this, I'm underwhelmed today. I'm not impressed with this trade at all. But I don't want to judge it till I see McLeod in a Sabres uniform. And if he gives us anything resembling good hockey, solid third line center, then okay, then we'll live with it, right? Then we'll live with it because it's what we need right now. But I'm just trying to figure out how Adams gave away such a high-end pick. This is not like Adams, guys. This is like, Adams he's tighter than a drum when it comes to giving up our prospects. So I'm a little surprised with this one. I wonder if Lindy was behind it saying, look, this kid, I like his game. Who knows? I'm trying to figure out, I am just trying to figure out what the hell is going on with this deal. Because there has to be something I'm not seeing. There has to be, guys. Now, there's many times I look back at our history, okay? And I'll tell you what, I remember when, and this has nothing to do with the position or anything, guys, and you'll forgive the way I'm walking and standing, but this is bad. Look, I remember we one off season, we go and get this free agent, and his name is Teppo Numminen. I'm like, what the hell did we get this guy for? The Sabres ever going to do anything right is how I felt at the time. I was like, come on. And that turned out, guys, for me, maybe perhaps to be the best free agent we have ever acquired in our entire history. This guy fit in, he fit like a glove. He fit into our system, he fit into everything. We were so reliant on him, you might recall, especially when we started getting injuries, remember? We were so reliant on him. And of course, everybody got hurt, it felt like, right? That year. In that playoff run. So never judge a book by the cover. I've learned a long time ago in this sport, guys, a long time ago. But my God, today I'm disappointed. I'm not impressed with this. So, this is not like me, eh? I just want to see a good return at this point. I want to see that a lot of us, I'm sure there might be a lot of Sabres fans that just don't care we made this deal. I'm one that cares. Because this was my probably favorite prospect that we have. Really, Savoie. Savoie for me is like, this is a high-end prospect, man. I don't know. Maybe they just didn't have him in the plans for some reason to give up a prospect this good for such an underwhelming return. I don't want to blame Adams, but it looks like he really lost this time in this deal. Unless there's something we just don't know, we'll have to see on the ice. It's the only way we're going to know that Adams isn't on crack is to see what happens with this deal. We have to see first, right? I've learned that the hard way. Savoie might come in and be a locker room distraction. We don't know what he's about yet, really. We just know that this kid's got talent. We know that much. Seems like a good kid. Seems like he's, So that's my take on this one, guys. I don't know. Tell me what you think. This is, maybe this is a bit of an answer to what we need for third line center. There's some consistency. The guy can win faceoffs. We've seen that. Now, is there any edge to his game? I don't know. I don't recall much of it. I heard his name in the playoffs. But it's not like I was eyeing this guy saying we got to get him. I was eyeing a guy like Sam Bennett. This is who I've been focusing on, guys like that. So I don't know. I just think maybe we could have got a guy like Sam Bennett in a deal if you would have thrown in Savoie in another piece or two, So I'm a little lost with this one. I'm a little lost with free agency, guys, to be honest. I'm a little lost with free agency too. I'm not complaining about all these names we got, but the thing is, they sure look like rentals, right? And this is the time we're supposed to stabilize everything, and I get what he's doing. He's protecting the cap because he knows he's got to sign. There's guys he has to lock in next year. We know it. There's big names he has to lock in still next year. Levi's even one of them. We'll probably get him locked in ahead of time. We'll see what happens this offseason. And Yoki Haru, of course, I want to mention that. We did sign him, 3.1, right? I believe 3.1. It's good. It's fair, guys. It's 1 year. It's 1 year. He's familiar with everything in our system. He's familiar, I should say, more just with the city and the team. and where they're headed. And you know, he's part of that group that came this close to making the playoffs, so that should fit. It should be okay. Another year, Yoki Haru, I'm okay with, guys. I am. So I want to mention that too. So I don't know what the title will be. The Savoie, Yoki Haru, bottom six. I don't know. Like, this is just, the Savoie thing has thrown me for a loop today. I'm down about it, to be honest. I'm not impressed we moved this kid. I mean, I'm excited about this kid, and now he's gone. So, but this is part of the deal of having a team. You're going to move out prospects, guys. You're going to move things out. You're going to move things in. It's a revolving door of the world of professional sports. It just is. And we'll have to see how this pans out with this McLeod character. I hope this works out fine for us. I hope that all of us next year are very happy with this guy's game. One thing I will say, so I talked to Abe, and I was saying, Abe, what am I missing about this guy? He goes, Wayne, the guy is super fast. It's one thing he did say. He's a role player. He's a versatile player, but the one thing that stands out about McLeod, he goes, was his speed. Take that for what it is. My buddy's an Oiler fan, and he was very impressed with this guy's speed, but at the same time, he loved the deal for his team, which isn't good for us. But it is what it is, guys. We'll just have to see it as it unfolds during the year. At least now we know where our third line center is. I'm pretty sure this is going to be who it is, right? I'm pretty sure this is what they're thinking. Does that mean we're moving on from Krebs already? Maybe. We'll have to see. We'll have to see what happens there. If we move on from Krebs, hopefully that we get something where I'm happy with the return and I don't feel ripped off, because but we're not going to get much for Krebs right now. You know how it is, guys. It's a pay-as-you-go, you know. It's a pay-as-you-go league. And right now, Krebs is in the doghouse when it comes to numbers. So we'll have to see what happens this year. All right, guys, that's it. Done. I'm going to leave that for the video tonight. I just wanted to pop this out there, talk to you guys about this, because I'm taken back by it. I'm not impressed with it. But I won't complain about it till I see it unfold first. I got to see how this unfolds. McLeod might be a fan favorite by the middle of next year. You know, I want to see that first. So till it's to the point where we look back at this and say, what was Adams thinking? We're not there yet. See you soon, guys. I'm going to go lie down. Have a good one.